Today we're dropping 10 world-class players with the perfect potential in the Vanarama National League, all at the same club. York City are the beneficiaries today. However, there's a caveat. All these players play in the same position. How will they fare? How will they navigate all the competition in one position? Let's find out. And the creative juices were flowing when we named these 10 centre forwards. Yes, it's centre forwards. It's centre forward 1, centre forward 2, all the way through to centre forward 10. Of course, they've all been mid-journeyed up. And you might recognise some of these faces from some other videos because I'm running out of the faces that I've produced and I've cancelled my mid-journey subscription because I thought FM25 was coming out and we might have better regen faces and we might not be able to put them in. So I've cancelled it with the mindset of not needing it. So we're going to reuse some. I mean, to be honest, unless you watch every single video and you meticulously remember which face was which video, I doubt many of you will remember. So yeah. If you do remember, take yourself a point. But I'm just cycling through the players now, as you can see. They're all centre forwards. They've all got a current ability of 160. They've all got a potential ability of 200, as mentioned in the intro. And the personality type is as follows. They are all set up to be model citizens. However, the determination is variable, so they might just be professional, as you can see with York City centre forward 8. Versatility. I've put that mid-range at 10, which means they should, in theory, be able to be retrained in slightly different positions. Now, will the manager retrain them? Because realistically, like these players, like this guy, he's got some good attributes here. Not too bad defensively. He could be a very good central midfielder. You train him as a central midfielder and he might improve his defensive bits a bit more and just pump out a bit more. Happy days. But, you know, you don't know what's going to happen. So are they all going to play in the same position? We will find that out over the course of this experiment. The transfer to Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia is in 2045 for £50 million. So York, at the end of this, in 2045, will get £500 million. So not only will he get up the leagues, most likely, they'll get £500 million as well. There's no transfer embargo either. So on the way up, they can actually buy players. Normally, we'd put a transfer embargo on teams, but I figured it would really handcuff them if they weren't going to retrain these players. Maybe I should have put a transfer embargo on to maybe force the hand to retrain them. I don't know. Let me know in the comments because we're going to do this with other positions as well. So let me know what you think, if we should or shouldn't have a transfer embargo. And I don't want someone to come and go, do it for 10 years. No, it's yay or nay. It's a transfer embargo or it's not. We're all in. It's all or nothing with that. Unless it's actually quite a good idea to do I don't know. Well, let me know your thoughts. And yeah, we'll go with that. But that's about it, really, for the 23rd of the Vanarama National League. Now, of course, we all remember, if you've been here before, Dipo Akinyemi is one of the best strikers in non-league football. He scores so many goals, and he always gets top goal scorer, and he often gets top goal scorer to the detriment of our experimental players. He probably won't play this season, which is sad for Dipo. I apologise. I didn't think of old Dipo when I chose York City. I just chose them at random. I don't think I've done an experiment with York for a long time, so I just picked a Vanarama national team at random that I know I've not done for a hell of a long time. So, York City, 10 centre forwards. How are they going to fare in the league? The media thinks they're going to go up, of course. 2 centre forwards, 9 and 10. Interesting. I wonder why they've chosen 9 and 10. Is it because the numbers? I don't know. It's kind of random, isn't it? Anyway, you think they're going to go up as favourites? And I'd argue they probably will do. Now, Neil Ardley plays a 4-4-2, which does lend itself to at least playing 2 of them. And you have a couple of them on the bench. So you've got 4 of them that are going to squad rotate quite regularly. Then with an injury, you got 5th forward. So there you go. There's 5 of them. Now there's another 5 that we need to make sure play. I'm telling you, train them as wingers and you're golden, really. But we'll see. We will see. On we move. Let's go to the end of the first season. What I've done is there's the save point at the end of each season when we come back is actually before it ticks over, so we can actually look at the players and see where they've been playing. So let's go and do that now to the end of the first season and see how we got on. We've smashed it. We've won it by an absolute canter, 110 points to Oldham's 88. They've gone up in the playoffs. Fantastic for Oldham. The Oldham days are back. They're not, but they are. And look at this. So we've got York centre forward 1, the best player, well, joint best player, sorry, with centre forward 10. York centre forward 10 scored 28. York centre forward 1, 21. Centre forward 2, 20. Centre forward 3, 19. And then we're not got anyone else in the top charts. Right. And those 4 players are the top of the average rating, but we've not got anyone else sort of knocking about. Okay. Well, that doesn't bode well for squad rotation, does it? Let's have a look then. Neil Ardley, you've won the Vanarama National League. Congratulations, my friend. And let's have a look at the appearances this season then. So, York centre forward. Let's move the appearances over here as well. And should we do goals and assists? Let's just have a quick look. Now, it's easy to group them like this, isn't it, really? But actually, York centre forward 5 has not made a singular appearance. He's been left out in the cold. York centre forward 9 made 1 appearance off the bench, despite being in the immediate Dream 11. Now, of course, in the Vanarama National League, they are not going to have improved at all. As you can see here, all still 160. So, centre forward 8 and centre forward 7, both 3 starts. I mean, 3 starts for him, 5 goals. Fair play. He had 1 off the bench as well. Centre forward 6, 1 start, 2 off the bench, 1 goal, 1 assist. Of course, we've mentioned centre forward 5, no appearances. Centre forward 4, 2 games, 2 starts, 6 off the bench, 5 goals. And this is where we get into the meat and potatoes of it. Centre forward 1 and centre forward 10 have obviously been the 2 who've been playing up front mainly. Centre forward 2 has also been the 3rd choice option, playing quite a lot. And then 4th choice is centre forward 3. So very clearly, these 4 have been the favoured personnel. Now, interestingly, he's played a couple of times as a makeshift central midfielder and a left midfielder, despite playing so often up front. Once in both of those positions, but he's played 36 times up front. Now, if you're going to play someone 36 times up front, play the other people in other positions. I mean, this guy's played at right back as well, once on the right of midfield. Centre forward 2, again, I think it's because they've been playing and they might have just moved position just to shore things up. All the subs were used, they might have been trying to hold on to a lead. I don't know what the ins and outs of it might be. Someone might have been sent off, there might have been an injury, who knows. But as you can see here, centre midfield, right midfield and right back. Again, 1 appearance in each. He actually got an assist from right midfield, getting a 7.5. You know, maybe play him there. Maybe play him there for a prolonged period of time. Make him accomplished, and then all of a sudden you've got 3 of these in the first team squad. Well, as you can see, we've gone up at a cancer. We've smashed it. We're in League 2. Can we go up from League 2 to League 1? Of course, we can't look at the season preview because we've not ticked over yet, but I think the season preview will state that it expects us to go up as champions. So, let's go to the end of the next season, see if we did just that. There you go. Champions again, 109 points this time. Last time it was 110, and the team in second place was on 88. This time Tranmere on 89, but it's still a 20-point margin that we've won the league by. Got up with Tranmere and Wrexham, Milton Keynes Dons in 4th, going up via the playoffs. Extra time win against Morecambe. Daniel Ruiz was the best player for York at 7.61. Now they've loaned this guy in from Tottenham, who is actually not terrible. 130. That's brilliant for League 2. No wonder he's been with the best player. I mean, I say no wonder. We've got players at 160, so, you know. York centre forward 2 is the top goal scorer this season with 32. York centre forward 10 with 28. You see, this is why I do mid-journey face as well, because it's easier to sort of try and, remember, you put a name to a face, you know. I mean, of course, because obviously Mr. and Mrs. centre forward 10, a son called York. 4 caps for England, no goals as well. That's interesting. We'll have a look at the international appearances in a moment. In terms of the goals, 2, 10 and 1 are up there. Unfortunately, that's it. Okay. We scored 108 all season. And we lost our last 3 games of the season. Bloody hell. What a shambolic end to the season that was. Dons, Northampton and Crewe. I mean, obviously, we're top of the league for majority of the season. I'm sure if we look at the past positions, we'd be top for the majority. There we go. We slipped to second, briefly, with a draw against Doncaster. 2 draws to start the season off, but then things started to improve, and very quickly we find ourselves top of the league. Match week 8 we were top, and we were only in second for 1 week more between then and the end of the season. So in 46 weeks, 46 games, so what, that's 37 weeks of the season we were top of the league. And well worth our win. I mean, as you can see here, look at these. At the top of the assist charts, all 3. Daniel Ruiz, Daniel Batty, and York centre forward 2. So he's 3rd in the assists and top goal scorer. Let's go and look at the squad then. So as we can, we've got them condensed in here. And York centre forward 10 has improved to 161. That could be the England caps. The England caps could be helping him just tickle himself up a little bit more. So York centre forward 2 has played the most, 42 games, 35 goals, 12 assists. You know, let's play him. He's doing the business. York centre forward 5 has actually played this season. 1 start, 4 off the bench. York centre forward 8, 19 appearances off the bench, only 3 goals. That's not going to do him any good, is it? Not going to do him any good whatsoever. Centre forward 9, just 1 appearance off the bench. Again, that appearance last season was in the Cup, so he's had 2 appearances off the bench in 2 seasons. I wonder Obviously, all still strikers. We've not played them in any more positions. But yeah, it's these three that have played the most. York centre forward 3, who actually played a lot last season, has barely played this season. 6 starts, 5 off the bench. So we've got a lot of these players getting substitute appearances. York centre forward 8 being the main instigator of being called up off the bench. Hey, York centre forward. I mean, how would you call him? Hey, centre forward. All of them get up like meerkats. No, York City centre forward. All of them still like that. Number 8. The guy with number 8 on his shirt gets up. No. The guy whose name's number 8. He gets up. Me, number 20. Yeah, should have been number 8. They missed a trick there. Communication. Got to be a lot of nicknames going on here. They've got to have some nicknames. Daniel Batty's listed. Club no longer requires his services. 33 games he played last season. And he scored... No, he got 18 assists. No longer requires his services. I mean, he is only a 98 current ability player. He can do much better. But, you know... arrogant, isn't it? Right, York City centre forward 2 has played in central midfield. He's now awkward instead of makeshift. How many appearances he had there? Just the 1. The 2 appearances has got you to awkward. Again, it's the players that have played the most that have just flitted around in different positions. Centre forward 10 has also done the same. That's probably just the 1 appearance. 2 appearances, excuse me. Centre forward 1 has not played in any other position. He has actually. He's played left midfield, not got awkward or whatever. Defence centre as well. Of course, you know, you'd play him at centre-back, 9 tackling. So it's 9 tackling. Why would you said 9 tackling? It clearly says 6. And he has got 17 jumping reach and 16 heading. That's good. And he's got a good pace. 6 tackling. Good decisions, though. A good anticipation. Maybe he doesn't need to tackle, like Maldini. I don't know how I've just compared a centre-forward who's been playing non-league and League 2 to Paolo Maldini. But we have. The only player to play for England, I've mentioned international caps, is York City centre forward 10, and he has moved to 161. That's almost certainly how he's moved up. Gareth Southgate has called him up. Has he played? What's he played as then? A substitute. He's come on off the bench. And I mean, he's still behind Harry Kane. Harry Kane being a 185 current ability player. Yeah. Okay. All right, League 1 then. On we move. Oh, okay. We've not gone up. 8th. Did not expect that. I expected us to at least get to the Championship straight away. We haven't, though. Daniel Ruiz is back on loan from Tottenham again. He's had 2 stints here at Tottenham. Daniel Ruiz. They love him here in York. And I'll be honest with you, at 24 years old, he's never going to play for Tottenham. You might as well just come here full time, mate. York centre forward 2, 7.27. He got 20 goals. Centre forward 10, with 28. We finished 8th. That's not great, is it? Not great at all. And the games, centre forward 1 played considerably less this season. It was 2 and 10 that played the most. 1 came off the bench a lot and played a lot of games. Centre forward 8, he is the sub merchant over here. 21 appearances off the bench this season. Centre forward 5 gets a little look in though. 16 off the bench. 13 off the bench for 4 and 13 off the bench for 3. Centre forward 9 once again gets his customary 1 substitute appearance per season. That's 3 years, 3 appearances, all off the bench. I don't know how he's still smiling, to be honest. Be devastated, wouldn't you? He's 160 current ability. He's amazing. Speaking of amazing, 162 for centre forward 10. That appears to be, again, down to international appearances. So we've got another season in League 1 coming up. Let's have a quick look over this. Centre forward 2. Don't know why I just sounded like an owl, but I did. Competent, central midfielder, tactics. He's played there 16 times. He's played there 16 times this season. They're going to play him there next season. He's going to play there a lot more, and he's going to become a central midfielder, which is going to help them go up. This is what you need to be doing, lads. This is what you need to be doing. They're 20 years old now, and they've not improved from 160. Of course, with only 40 attribute points to go, it's very easy to do that over like 6-7 years in the mid-20s, because players do progress far later in their careers. Like, even up to the age of 23, you can still get a player at 23, and over the years of 23 to 25 can improve quite considerably. York City centre forward 3, makeshift centre back. Don't know how he's a makeshift centre back because he's not played there. Centre forward 10, just as a striker this season. Centre forward 2 looked in on, of course. Centre forward 1, again, just as a striker. None of these players here who aren't really playing have not been filling in. I mean, get a couple of them on the wings. You're going to have him in central midfield. Bodes well. That bodes well going forward. Okay, so centre forward 3 is also been called up internationally. Now, he got 19 in 22 in the first season in the Vanarama National League. 18 of those were starts, 4 off the bench. So very, very impressive. League 2, barely got a look in. This season, most recently, 10 appearances off the bench, a few appearances in cup competitions, but I don't know how he's got himself there. I don't know how he's the one to get the international call-up, but he has, and he's actually got 2 caps. He's actually got 2 caps. 2 caps, 2 goals. Bloody hell. He's got a better record than York City centre-forward 10. And because we're in League One, oh, excuse me. Oh, my God. Neil Ardley's been sacked. Back-to-back promotions, not enough. The media thought they were going to win the league. And they haven't. Wow. When did they sack him? 2nd of May. So now here's the question. What do we prefer? Do we prefer a one up front with a 4-2-3-1 with a cam and 2 wingers? Because you're more likely to bring those strikers on in the sort of cam and winger positions. So it might help sort of progress their movements. But centre forward 2 being a central midfielder, if we don't play central midfielders, we play defensive midfielders and cams, we're going to be back to square one with him. But we're not going to find that by we're not going to find that out by hypothesising. Let's move on to 2027. See if we can get out of League One. Oh my God, we finished 9th. 9th, it's even worse. York City centre forward 1, 21 goals. Centre forward 10, 22 goals. Centre forward 2, 16 assists. And he's the best player in the league. Right. He's probably played central midfielder, but we finished 9th. So, Julian Nagelsmann, of all the managers, I did not expect Nagelsmann, who, let's be real, is considered quite a good manager on this game. A 185 potential, current ability of 161. He was sacked as he was the manager of Crystal Palace. He came to Crystal Palace in this save game, got sacked very quickly, and he's been out of work for 2 years, and now he's come to York. He plays an absolutely abhorrent formation here, a 3-4-2-1 or 5-2-2-1 according to this, but I hate this. I absolutely detest this with a passion. Centre forward 2, 57 appearances this season. Oh my God, he's been playing as a defensive midfielder. He has 50 times and 7 times as a central midfielder. Okay. Centre forward 5, oh my God, he's had 22 starts. 20 off the bench, he can play as a cam. Nagelsmann's done it. 9 appearances as a cam, he's accomplished. 10 appearances as attacking midfield left, competent. That makes sense. Maybe his training schedule's been tailored towards cam. He also played 14 times as a striker. So centre forward 5's bided his time and been very well rewarded. Centre forward 8, of course. Has he yet to make a start? Has he made a start for us? He has in the cup competition then, and 2 appearances in the league. They were both starts, weren't they, in the first season? Okay. But he's been very much a sub-merchant. 20 appearances off the bench. Centre forward 4, 20 appearances off the bench again. Centre forward 3, just 3 appearances. Centre forward 1, so he's played 29 times, 13 off the bench. So these 2 have obviously been sharing that role, although he's played 4 times as a defensive midfielder. And centre forward 9 has got 4 appearances this season, all off the bench. Nagelsmann's treated him. Was it Nagelsmann that came in? No, it wasn't. It was Daniel Farke. Daniel Farke came in for 163 days, and just after Christmas, it was Nagelsmann that came in. Right, so we've had 2 managers. Daniel Farke did not last long. They told him to fark off. Recycling, eh? Recycling the jokes. So there you go, look at that. Centre forward 2 is now in the Media Dream 11. The 3 of these players now are all going to be in the media, in the first team. Now, of course, York City centre forward 10 is the only one in the England squad, 163. Everyone else is still at 160 and was trapped in League One. Will we get out of League One? Well, Nagelsmann is making moves to get these players accomplished. I mean, you've got centre forward 5 who can play as a cam. You've got centre forward 2 who can play defensive midfielder. You're going to have 3 of them in the squad. Centre forward 4 is actually unconvincing as an attacking midfield right, but it's that like orangey colour. So where is he? I was clicking on the wrong guy there. It's that orangey colour which is on the way to becoming green. It's not like horrible and red. It's a few games and he's there. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get another player on the wing. But you got defensive midfielder, your striker. We might have 4 or 5 in the team next season. Can Nagelsmann take them up? Go and see. Up via the playoffs. Centre forward 1, top goal scorer with 16. That doesn't bode well, does it? But we beat Wrexham in the playoff final. Centre forward 4, 7 and 5, all with goals. Oh wow. Centre forward 3 playing at centre back there. And he got sent off. Centre forward 4 and 5, both as cams though. Loads of them coming off the bench. Or 2 of them. 2 of them on the bench. Not coming off. Okay, so straight off, we're up. Nagelsmann has taken them to the championship. Well done, Julian. Admittedly, the media probably thought we were going to win the league. Yeah, they did, and we didn't, but it is what it is. Okay, in terms of the squad then. The squad's a bit light, isn't it? The squad is a bit light. Centre forward 4, 35 starts. Centre forward 5, 58. He's going to be a natural cam. There you go. He's bided his time brilliantly. 12 appearances for centre forward 9. Centre forward 5's gone down to 159. Are you joking? Yeah, natural as a cam there. Centre forward 3. Yeah, he played at centre back 5 times this season. Centre forward 10. Has he played wing back left? No, wing back right. Oh my God, he's just Nagelsmann. Defensive midfield there. And centre forward 1. He played in centre back. He's played centre back 6 times, wing back left 6 times. The thing is, if Nagelsmann stays, him playing these players in all these different positions is absolutely fine. Don't play him as a cam. You've got him as a defensive midfielder. Don't waste your time. Play somebody else there and get them proficient in that position. Or play somebody else in defensive midfield, because you've only got one that you've sorted out. You've got 2 cams that you do. You've got 2 cams that you've sorted. Look over the shortlist then. And we are starting to see a lot more going on over here in terms of the positional play. Centre forward 5 can also play on the left competently. I think that was last season that we saw that. Nothing's changed there, but yeah, okay. Championship then. Can we go up? Can we stay up? What can Nagelsmann do? Oh, we got playoffs. We got playoffs, and we obviously lost in the semis to Norwich. Yeah, lost to Norwich, who then lost to Sunderland. So Sunderland up in the playoffs. York centre forward 2 and 4 were both in the top goal scorer charts. Derby's Dwight McNeil, best player. Everton's Pascal Strike. Nagelsmann's still here, still in a job. What did the media think we were going to do? They thought we were going to go up. Oh, that might be dangerous for Nagelsmann. That might be dangerous. Centre forward 10 played a little bit more of as a sub merchant this season. He wasn't starting as much as he could have done. These, again, these all coming off the bench. You've got your 2 cams here. They've been playing as cams. He's been playing as a defensive midfielder. He's been playing as the striker. That's your team. And all the guys have been coming off the bench and not really doing a hell of a lot. In terms of the shortlist, again, there's not a lot. Centre forward 4 can play on the right now as well, a bit more. Centre forward 3, a bit more. He's unconvincing as a centre back. Played there once again. Centre forward 8, wing backs and centre back. I don't know. And he's not still all at 160, 159 for centre forward 5, 163 for centre forward 10. And I don't know if they're ever going to make it past 160. I thought we'd get up and we'd make it past 160, and the ability to retrain position would allow that attribute sort of variation. But maybe missed the mark. Maybe I should have just done 200 current ability players. You know, let me know in the comments if for other positions when we do this. Let me know, because I'm taking suggestions for teams in the Vanarama National League, of course, to sort of have a base layer. So teams and any suggestions for how to sort of modify this. Do we do more than 10 players? Do we do 15 or what? Like, I don't know. What's the current ability of them? But yeah, 23 years old, still at 160, probably not going to make it. Let's go to 2030 and see if we go up at the second time of asking. So once again, it's the playoffs. Now, it was goal difference that we missed out on automatic promotion from Southampton, so not too bad. Centre forward 10 is back in and amongst the goals with 23. Centre forward 2 is still representing in central midfield, most likely 12 assists. And that's all the representation we've got here. Oh, centre forward 4, 3 free kick goals, but that's it. Nagelsmann is still here and representing. We've got not a lot of money in the bank. We've got £38.25 million in the budget, though, to spend. Going to go up in the Premier League, though. So, centre forward 1, 29 appearances off the bench. For some reason, not flavour of the month anymore. Decided to get rid of him. Not play him. 10-3. Centre forward 3. Oh my God, he's a centre back. He is now a centre back. 11 tackling, 14 heading. Probably not the player I would have chosen. There's other players with slightly better attributes to go to centre back, but he's played 38 times there, so you've got one there. You've got your 2 cams, and then all these 4 still just sub-merchants coming on as striker. Okay, well, Premier League then. Can we stay up? 12th. We finished in 12th. The media thought we were going to finish in 10th, so not too bad, to be honest. In terms of forwards, Angelo is considered in the media dream 11 at 175. Disagree with that, but it is what it is. Florian Wirtz is at Chelsea. There's a regen at United called Vince Gino Fegan. Pretty decent, to be fair. Erling Haaland, of course, is up there. Camavinga's at left back. Usman Diamonde, has he gone to Newcastle? Yeah, he has, yeah. Okay, so anyway, media thought we were going to finish 10th. We finished 12th. Julian Nagelsmann is still here, which is lovely to see. And what did he do with terms of the players? So we had, the forward 1 played 17 times for starting, 19 off the bench, only 9 goals, not great. But they've all started to improve now because they're playing Premier League football. Centre forward 3, playing centre back quite a lot. And yeah, he's improving. Maybe not quite as much of a defender as you'd like, but he's still improving. You got your defensive midfield here, centre forward 2. He's improving brilliantly as well. He's up at 172, 173 and 167 for the 167 and 170 for the 2 cams. These 4 who are just coming off the bench and not really doing much, not really improved. But we have got a good little bit of improvement here now. 172 for 2, 1 at 170, 1 at 173, and then a couple in the 165 and 167 region. Then the forward 10's just been playing all over the place. Look at his little pitch map. But the 25, they finished mid-table. I think we could probably go a bit further. I think European qualification is within our grasp within a couple of years, because I think these players will start to improve. I think these guys will probably get to over 180 if they're playing a lot. And this is just going to show how players do still improve at this age with consistent game time in a league that is competitive enough for them. 2032 then. Right, 10th. Media thought we were going to be 8th, so we're just missing out on it again. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's in charge. He plays now 4-2-3-1. So, yeah, we're short of players that... so two cams no longer can play 2 cams. Managers. Right, so Nagelsmann left. Oh, he won the Bristol... He's gone to Tottenham. He won the Bristol Street Motors trophy. Didn't realise we'd won that in 27-28. Fair enough. I mean, it's not really something we're going to hang our hat on for this experiment, but we've got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at the wheel now. 144. I think he's done a bit dirty. I think this period at Manchester United, poisoned chalice of a job. I think he did pretty good with what he was given, and you can see the shit show that it's become since. Maybe we should have stuck with Ollie. That's a conversation for another video. So yeah, in terms of who's played where, we've had players playing in different positions, but 40 appearances for the 2 cams. Oh, York City centre forward 5 can now play attacking midfield left as well. So maybe he's been playing a bit on the left. He has 25 times. Is that under Ollie? If we can get another cam, another player on the right, that could be good for us. That could be good. Shortlist. Okay, we've got players in the 170s. Okay, so maybe not getting into the 180s. Yeah, really slowed. It really has slowed. I don't think it's going to improve much more now from 26. Maybe we might touch 180 with one of them, but I'm not too sure. Anyway, let's go to 2033. And there we go. Right, Champions League football. We finished 5th. We finished in 5th. Okay, straight away. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's still here. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's representing and kicked us on. And we have got players in the 180s. 183, 181, 182. They have improved. Centre forward 2's played 26 times this season. That's it. Centre forward 4 played 42. Centre forward 5, 44 times. Centre forward 3, 41. Centre forward 10, 44 times, 24 goals. Centre forward 1's not really played much. And again, these guys have just been playing off the bench. And centre forward 9, who I genuinely don't think has made a start in his entire career, I didn't even make a substitute appearance this season. Let's go and have a look. No. He's played one non-competitive start, earning £1,300 a week. That's £5,000 a month for sitting on his arse. I mean, admittedly, it's not the most lavish football career, but do you know what? I'd take £5,000 a week. I'd take £5,000 a month for sitting on my arse. They're getting near that for sitting on my arse. There we go. Media thought we were going to finish 5th, and we actually did. So we've now got Champions League football, so we're going to have a bit of money coming in. Maybe we could get some other good signings coming in. Nathan Fernandez from Grey. Oh, he's a real person. I was hoping it was going to be a regen. It's going to be insane. Calafiori, 20.5 million from Man City. I mean, no one... Dequan Cunningham, eh? Hello. Who's this guy? Is he come through the youth academy? This guy's come through the youth academy. We've got a world-class goalkeeper who's come through the youth academy. Good ambition, good professionalism, good name. Have we accidentally walked into a parallel universe where we're now doing a Wonder Kid wheel with York? We're not. We could, but we're not. Right, so Champions League football, 2033. Let's move to 2034. Down in 6th, Europa League football. We've not won the Champions League. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is still here. The players, of course, the players have been playing quite a bit. The regulars that have been playing quite a bit have just been playing quite a bit. York City centre forward 7 is now on international duty. He's never made an appearance for England, though, to be fair. Centre forward 6 has made 3 appearances for England, though. I mean, he's never really... Has he ever made a start? Yeah, once in the Vanarama National League. Didn't play at all in that season in League One. He's made starts in the cup competitions. Yeah, quite a few in the cup competitions. Oh, you're talking maybe 6 or 7 starts in his career in the cup competitions, yeah. 1 in the league, I think. Centre forward 9. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I think, has York centre forward 9 slept with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's daughter or something? Like, he just leaving him out in the cold, just never playing him. That's 2 seasons in a row he's not made an appearance. Centre forward 8's barely even guilty by association. Your name's so close to number 9, get out. Number 10 gets away with it because it's double figures. In terms of accountability, then, we've got players in 184, 187 for centre forward 3. And yeah, so 28 years old. We're going to go another season now. We're probably going to go just by the season for the next couple of years, and then we'll probably do a couple of slightly bigger jumps until we get to 2045. 4th Champions League football again, and Man City have been winning the league. Man City have been very dominant in this experiment. They've got, of course, they've got the Football Manager cheat code in charge. Only one Champions League though. Who's winning the Champions Leagues then? Real Madrid, Barcelona, Chelsea have won a couple. PSG. Okay, we've come run up in the Champions League final. Oh, we never looked at the bloody schedule. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, of course, is still here. We lost in the Champions League final to Real Madrid. I don't know why we didn't even check. Oh, that's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Can you believe that? 4th in the Premier League, though, this season. And, yeah, the players are just much for muchness. This guy is never going to play with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, is he? Doesn't like him. Just does not like him at all. It's funny how these 4 that are all coming off the bench and stuff, really. Then it's these ones that have been retrained and don't know how. Why is it like 1 and 10 who've been the main instigators up front and the rest of them have been retrained in positions 2 to 5? I don't know. In terms of the schedule, then let's have a look at because we were in the Europa League, so got through the league phase it seems. Then we played HSV, battered them, beat Lazio, battered them, beat Newcastle, and we're only going to beat Marseille in the final 2-1. Centre forward 2 and centre forward 10. Happy days. And quite a few players in the 180s now, and we're going to have one more jump of 1 year, 2036. 4th again. An FA Cup win, though. We've won the FA Cup. So we won the FA Cup and the Europa League so far in this. Antonio Jose Royo, a £26 million signing from Barcelona, who's pretty good, to be honest. Not going to get to his 182, but he is pretty good. We lost in the Carabao Cup final to Manchester City as well. Oh, look at that. Wolves v Ipswich in 30-31. Arsenal beating Plymouth in 32-33. Look, Plymouth were in League One. They might not have been then. Probably were, though. So the players have improved quite a bit. We've got quite a few caps, actually. Centre forward 10 has got 70 caps for England, 43 goals. Centre forward 2 can now play as a cam. Centre forward 1 can play as a centre back. And he has done 32 times this season. Okay. A late showing. Centre forward 8. 1 appearance, it says. Okay. Right. So we're at 30 years old now. They're not going to improve much more. Centre forward 3's got to 190. That's probably about it. We're going to jump forward 4 years to 2040. The players will be starting to decline. Let's see how we get on. So we were 4th. Then we finished 5th in 36-37. Then 3rd in 37-38. So obviously the lack of transfer embargo is really helping us here progress, getting the team up. We've won it. Admittedly, it's on 75 points. It's not the best points total, but we've won the league. Then became 2nd the following season with 7 points more. Marco Rose is in charge. Okay. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got sacked. He's not the manager of Cardiff. Sacked as manager of York following a series of bad results. Deary me. Marco Rose landmark. Marco Rose milestones. Premier Division champions. And he's won the Community Shield. That's it. How are we doing then? The players are declining. He has got players playing all over the park. Centre forward 8. He hasn't played that much either really, has he? Centre forward 9, at least he's making some substitute appearances now. Has he? What's he been doing the last couple of seasons? So, didn't play at all last season. Yeah, 5 in 7 there. All off the bench. Always off the bench. Centre forward 2, not playing that much actually. 170 player, not playing loads as a central defensive midfielder. I suppose we've got Jack Cook, who's actually a 172 player now, so he's actually better. That's interesting, though, that the team has grown because of the lack of transfer embargo. So I do quite like the fact we're not had a transfer embargo, because otherwise this team would just inevitably get relegated with these players, because it took a long time for them to actually get promoted. And I think the players around them being bought in, that we didn't have to spend money on strikers, we could spend the money on strength and elsewhere, has really helped. Let's go to 2045 when the players are about to leave then. So, York have just finished 9th in the Premier League, and they've even goal difference, Conference League football. All their past winners are there. So the last 5 years, it's been Chelsea, Tottenham, Man City, and Tottenham. We haven't come anywhere near it. We haven't won any other trophies in terms of managers. Marco Rose was sacked. Luis Enrique came in, was sacked. Nagelsmann came back for over a year. He then left again. That's twice we've been left by Nagelsmann. And then we've just signed Rafael Palladino has just come in from Juve. Okay. course, the players can play all over the bloody place, really. And they have been retrained as cams and stuff. They've gone to Al Nassr. The York now have £500 million, although £555 million. Where is it? Where is it? They built a stadium in 2034. They haven't got much debt. Maybe they've used it to pay off some of the debt. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, so a Premier Division, a Europa League, Super Cup, and an FA Cup were all we managed to win through this experiment. But of course, we simulated on a little bit further just to see how they recover. But all with the money that's just disappeared, not holding out any high hopes. 2054, 9 seasons. York are 11th. Aston Villa have just won the league. Albert Vernon is in charge. Right, so Palladino was sacked after 195 days. Harry Kane was the caretaker manager of York 3 times. He's been the assistant manager of Spurs and he's the assistant manager of Manchester City. He's got good attributes. Why did he become manager? Nico Barella came in for 1 year and 186 days. Won the Europa League. Ryan Jack came in because Nico Barella left to go to PSG. Fine. Harry came back as caretaker. Jimmy Smith came in and won an FA Cup and a Community Shield. Gary Dicker won a Europa League. So we've won multiple Europa Leagues. Nagelsmann's back. Nagelsmann's had 3 spells here at York. He's now the manager of France. Julian Nagelsmann. Finally, we sacked him. Yeah. Dan Wilson left caretaker. Ben Davies came in. He's won the Conference League. Right, so we've won a Conference League a few years ago and Europa League. Won 2 in 3 years. That's all right, isn't it? Then Albert Vernon's been here for nearly 3 years. Won nothing, but they've backed him. We're £67 million in debt. We're overspending in the wages. We've got no transfer budget to speak of. This club looks like a poisoned chalice, doesn't it, at the moment? I'd get yourself out of here, Albert, while you've still got a little bit of reputation. Did any of our players win the Golden Ball? No, they didn't. It was all Kylian Mbappe. It was Bay Lainton. It was Xavi Simons, Lamine Yamal. Of course, Mbappe at PSG, because I can't make these on the updated databases because it doesn't seem to work properly for me. So I just have to go on the original, the vanilla. Fine. It is what it is, isn't it? So yeah, there you go. No one won the Ballon d'Or. How have England done then? Because he had all those players. But really, they weren't that good, were they? The players. So it didn't really help them that much. England won the Euros in 2024. None of them would have been playing in that team. Maybe one of them was centre forward 10. Then we haven't won it again. Only got to the final in 2028, and that's it. Denmark in the final, losing to Italy. Serbia won it in 2044. Any World Cups? No World Cups. Runner up to Brazil. Colombia run up to Spain there. Netherlands with a couple of World Cups as well. That's it. That's the end of today's experiment. I hope you had a good time with this one. It was a bit of fun, overloading in one position. We're going to do it for other positions. Guaranteed. We're definitely going to do it for other positions. Except goalkeeper. There's no point putting 10 goalkeepers because you can't retrain them as outfield players. And the AI would never do that. So we're not going to bother with goalkeepers, but we will do other positions. We'll do wingers. We'll do fullbacks, etc. Centre midfields, all that jazz. So let me know your suggestions of clubs and positions that you want me to do, and other variations as well, the tweaks with it, with current ability, transfer embargoes, all that jazz. So yeah, thanks for watching. Take good care of yourself. Subscribe if you're new. Like the video if you enjoyed. Take good care of yourselves. See you soon.